This is Save the Nation on ADH-TV, and I'm David Flint. My guest today is a very significant person, Senator Malcolm Roberts. And the way that Senator Malcolm Roberts speaks, or the way that he votes, is very significant, because I think you will find that he does represent traditional Australian values in what he does. He has a Bachelor of Engineering from Queensland, where his studies included atmospheric gases, including CO2, and he has an MBA from Chicago, where he learned rigorous strategic analysis. He's worked a lot outside of politics. It's so important that our politicians have a real working life. And not only has he been in mining as an executive, he's actually been down the mines, and I think worked down the mines, if I'm correct. And to have somebody who's actually had...
That's correct.
Well, to have you, Senator, would be one of the few members of Parliament then who's worked with his hands, including Labor members of Parliament. Would that not be right?
That's correct. There are very few people who've worked with their hands in federal Parliament. A couple in the Labor Party who got their hands dirty with the TWU, and I
Yes.
mean that as a compliment. Because the TWU strikes me as being different from many of the other major unions, David, because the TWU is also the largest representative of small businesses, and that's why the TWU has so much accountability in it. So, you know, that like any organisation, they go off the rails now and then, but the TWU I've got a lot of respect for. And we've got a couple of very good senators who've come out of the TWU in the Senate, and they have worked as workers.
Well, that's so important, because the Parliament mustn't be filled just with people who've been politicians' advisors, that is, politicians in training, going straight from the university, becoming a politician in training, and then becoming a member of Parliament. You get a different view of the world, because being that politician in training, I think the principal thing you seem to learn is how to plot, particularly on a portable telephone.
Yes,
Yes, continue.
Yeah, you're correct. And what they learn to do is how to look good, not do good. They don't know very much about management or about how people work and what turns people on and off. They just want to look good, grab the headline. They're very strategic in their thinking, but it's not about strategic management for the country or leadership for the country. It's about how to get their party to look good and how they in particular will look good.